For MMA and the UFC, and every Friday, one of the best fighters in the UFC stops by and breaks everything down.
Yes.
It's time for The Truth Hurts. I love when the UFC news has to do with Brandon Vera.
Hey!
Yeah!
Me too.
I feel like it's been a minute, Brandon.
It's been
Over a
by
year,
the
right?
time by the time the
you
fight happens,
yeah.
it will be over a year.
Wow.
Over a year.
You
Yep.
gotta be itching, man.
Wow.
I am. You know, it's been really cool. I'm getting goosebumps talking about it.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
You know, it kind of sucked. I wanted to tell you guys first, and my coaches, but I got the call. I don't remember what evening it was. I was tired. I was already getting ready. I was on the couch getting ready to go to bed, and my manager called me and said, "Hey, got this fight lined up for you. What do you think?" And I was like, "I'm in.
Yeah.
Of course.
Let's do it, man.
Doesn't matter. You're in.
Right.
I'm in."
Right.
That's Brandon's answer.
Yeah, I'm in.
Let's go.
I said, he said, "You wanted to be a heavyweight. I think it's a perfect matchup for you. Let's go ahead and get the paperwork in." I said, "Yeah, send it over to me tonight. I'll send it over in the morning."
Yeah.
Wow.
I went to sleep, woke up in the morning, doing my business in the morning, the 3 S's, and the 3 S's, and I looked on Twitter, and it said that was fighting Ben Rothwell online already.
What?
UFC 164 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I was like,
What?
I didn't even send the paperwork over
Yeah.
yet. I just found out last night when I went to sleep. What's going on, man?
That's how things are these days, though, man. You can't do anything.
It was not. I was telling everybody it's like a present that you didn't get to open first.
Oh, that does suck. But it is official.
It's official.
Our boy, Brandon Vera, is getting back into the octagon, and he said it. He'll be fighting Big Ben Rothwell at heavyweight
Heavyweight.
coming up in August in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Dude,
Woo!
that's huge.
I'm super stoked. Then the headline on the card is Alistair Overeem.
Oh, wow.
So man, I'm hoping that his person gets pulled out.
Yeah,
Somebody
oh,
gets
there you
hurt
go.
and say,
Move
do
you up.
Would you like to fight?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, of course he
I'm
did.
in.
That's crazy.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, I'm not looking past Ben at all.
Sure.
We're still 3.5 months away, but it's the UFC. Things happen all the time. People get hurt, so
right.
we're
All
just
right,
training.
Before we talk about your opponent, because I got a lot of stuff
Uh-oh.
to ask you
Uh-oh.
about Big Ben. I want to talk about you first. I want to know where you're at, how you're feeling health-wise, what's going on with you so far.
I feel really great. We've been blessed. We've had Martin Kempman came down
Oh, yeah?
to come train with, or came up, I guess, from Vegas. No, he came down.
Yeah.
Came down from Vegas to come
Came
train with us.
Sideways.
We're as
Yeah.
down as you can get.
Yeah.
And then the guy, Coach Neal, this big dude, he's like almost 300 pounds. He's in town. He's one of Mike Chandler's wrestling coaches.
Wow.
He was over at Extreme Couture. He's in town for a little while to come train with us.
Nice.
Phil Davis is back in town. Everybody's back in town, and
Good.
training's going good. Coaches are on point. I don't know how to say this. Like, I have so many coaches now. Like, before I used to be able to just like, oh, I can do it on my own. Oh, this is all about me.
Right.
Just athlete.
Yeah.
Stupid athlete.
Yeah.
Stupid athlete.
Yeah.
And finally, I started, I have a yoga / stretching coach. I have a strength and lifting coach, strength and conditioning coach. I have my Muay Thai coach. I have my striking hands only coach.
Jeez.
I'm doing this.
This is big business. right?
Ever since my last fight with Shogun, that fight with Shogun, I haven't really talked too much about what's going on. People want to know what's going on. I keep talking about politics and guns, but I didn't want to tell anybody. I want everybody to see what's going on. So come August 31st, you're going to be able to see what I've been doing for the past year and what has gone into me in this past year.
Right. I mean, you were dealt with some injuries. You had the hand at first, and then you kind of got over that, and the rib. And you did this, and then the knee got an injury. And so now, as of May 17th, are you 100% or 100%? So you're good to go. You can start training hard.
I've been training hard
Look at this.
I've been training hard probably for
A while now.
yeah.
And what
about
people
2
may
months.
have just been, they just heard that you're fighting heavyweight. They went, wait, I thought Brandon is a 205er.
Yeah.
What's the difference? What changed?
Right.
I haven't been really wanting to tell anybody or show anybody. I haven't been putting up any videos.
But I
or-
can see.
Yeah.
Every time you come in here, I'm like, oh, Brandon looks swole. What's
Dude,
going on,
real
man?
deal.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, he's only 220 pounds, walking around,
Yeah.
230, walking around. Yeah.
And you were
okay.
still thinking you're going to cut down at some point. And, like Brandon's going to cut down at some
Yeah.
point. But no, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
You're trying to get bigger.
I'm trying to get bigger. This morning, I was kind of sad. The scale was at 247 today.
But dude, that's
Wow.
that's a lot of
247.
the heavyweights in the division. That's around where they're fighting. You look at the champion, Cain Velasquez. He fights around 240.
Yeah.
Daniel Cormier, all the big time top 5 heavyweights
That can move.
They can move and are good. I mean, they're right around that weight.
For sure.
So you're up there.
The biggest I've been is 255. But that's eating. I don't remember where I ate. Steak that night, probably some lasagna after.
Yeah.
I woke up the next morning 255. But between 245 and 255 is where I want to be. So
And this isn't you putting on fat weight. You're
No.
putting on. You're lifting.
lifting, and I was going over this in my head. I'm training like a professional athlete that wants to become a champion should be training.
Yeah.
Right.
And I didn't do that for the longest time. I
Right.
didn't, man. I just thought I knew everything.
Yeah.
I still know everything.
Well,
I
and
still
we've been with you for so long. We've followed your career for so long, and I feel like we're part of it.
Yes, sir.
Like we want to be part of it and be with you. And so the knock against you, and it's always bothered me, is that Brandon doesn't reach his potential. He doesn't train like he should. You're in fact saying that though. You're like, listen, as much success as you had in the UFC, you could be better,
I can be better.
Yeah.
I will be better.
which is awesome. That's so awesome to hear.
It's an old school saying, one from Master Mike Moses back on the East Coast. Just, you don't have to be 100% better right now. You just need to be 1% better every day.
Ooh, I
I
love
was
that.
like, man, you know what? You know
Just
how
blew my mind right now.
Yeah,
1%
that's
better
huge.
every day.
Love that.
And that's all I think about every day when I'm training. So what did I do today that was better than yesterday? Did I clean up what I did yesterday? It's ridiculous. The whole
Nice.
the whole thought process that I have now it's good. And just gym members. I'm at Alliance Training Center, kicking it, hanging out. I'm even bringing food to the gym, eating at the gym right after training. Get ready for another training session.
So, like, how many hours a day are we talking?
So listen,
Get
Monday,
devoted.
Monday was bad. Monday was really bad.
Yeah?
It was 2.5 hours in the morning, and then I went back and did 4 hours that evening. And when I say 4 hours, it was 1 hour with one guy, then 1 hour strength and conditioning, then another hour with another guy.
Oh my
And,
God,
yeah, it was
Brandon.
bad.
Oh my
And
god.
then it was bad. I think Tuesday I took off.
Yeah, how do you walk? I was gonna say, how do you walk the
No,
next day?
Tuesday I took off in the morning, and then I think I trained real light in the evening.
Yeah.
But
Because you can't overtrain. That's the one thing that happens to
Yeah.
some fighters is they do that every day, and then come fight time, they got nothing left.
You're
Yeah.
empty.
Right?
Yeah, empty.
It's
So,
just, you can't F.
I have to figure it out. I have to figure out how to not overtrain. But the coaches just tell me, make sure you feel good. Tell me how you feel right before we start. Don't tell me in the middle
Yeah.
or tell me after we're done and you're trying to work through it. But the gym members were actually like, Brandon, I have never seen you in the gym this much before.
That's
And
awesome.
When the gym member said that to me, like that's kind of that's huge. That's
Yeah.
a big deal. I changed my training times around so I'm in the gym when it's right before it gets busy, and I'm there. Now it used to be I'd be there before it was busy, then I'd leave before it got busy.
Yeah.
Now I'm there before it's busy, and then I'm leaving when it's not busy anymore. Everybody came to work out and left.
Yeah.
So it's good, man. It's really good. It's
Loving
good.
this.
Just
I'm
one
loving
one
this.
step at a time, one
That's
day at
it.
a time.
That's all you can do.
1%,
Yeah.
1% a day.
I love that. I love that. All right, let's talk about your opponent. Big Ben Rothwell. Now, for
Big.
people that don't know this guy, he is huge. He's a big
How
heavyweight.
much does he weigh?
I just Googled a picture and I was like, oh.
He's one of these guys that sometimes has to cut weight to get to the heavyweight
265,
limit
yeah.
of 265 pounds. And he's just a naturally big boned,
Country boy.
grass-fed
He
country
is.
boy.
Yeah, he is.
He's not a guy that like has this crazy physique like Alistair Overeem or anything like that.
No.
He's just a big, naturally strong guy.
Yes.
And
Hay bales since day one.
that's it. And so he's had some success in the UFC. He's had some letdowns and stuff like that. But he is an interesting opponent for you. Your first way back into the heavyweight division.
Yes.
What do when your manager said Ben Rothwell, what went through your head?
You know, I just said okay.
Yeah.
I always say
Maybe,
just okay.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter.
But then he was saying, you know, it's a great matchup. You know, Ben's a wrestler and a striker. I was like, hey, that's what I do.
It sounds familiar.
Hey, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Minus the wrestling over the past couple years,
Yeah.
but we've been getting back on it. So, you know, I like the matchup. You know, Ben wants to stand with me and trade. You know, I'm down with that. And if he wants to wrestle, man,
Bring it.
with all these guys that I've been training with for wrestling, yeah, it's coming along nicely. Like I forgot, man. I've really forgotten. There's moves that I'm doing now that I don't know what happened to them. Like
Right.
they were locked away, put away somewhere, but I'm using them now.
Nice.
How come I didn't use these?
Yeah.
Like, what was going on, man?
Yeah.
So I guess I'm finding myself again, man.
Awesome.
It's good.
Now, the thing that's interesting, and I immediately thought when I heard the matchup announced on Twitter, I went, okay, I think Brandon can dictate where this fight goes. Because one of the things about Ben Rothwell in his UFC career is he's been mostly a stand-up fighter.
Yes, sir.
He can go to the ground, but he prefers to stand and bang. The thing about you is you can do whatever you want. If you want to go to the ground, you can take him to the ground. If you want to stand up and bang with him, you can stand up and bang with him. I think you can dictate this fight.
That's the plan. I'm hoping to be in the best shape possible and be able to push the pace even on a bigger guy and make him tired, make him fight me the way I want to fight.
And that's the knock on
wants.
him is that, you know, he can gas.
Yeah, he always goes super hard first round. Like
Yeah.
first round, he's like the Tasmanian devil.
Coming out swinging.
But then after that, it's really noticeable second round, then really noticeable third round.
So
Like
are
the
you
first-
trying
the
to
first
get him
round,
into deep waters? Or whatever happens.
whatever happens. I like to put him away first 30 seconds. So,
That's what I'm saying.
but hey, in a perfect world,
Yeah.
be in and out. Thank you, everybody.
Pay me. And see ya.
Yeah.
I have found that's one of the biggest advantages, though, in the heavyweight division is if you have cardio and you're able to outlast, like, that's huge.
Yes, ma'am. I agree 100%. Like 265 pounds. Like I don't care. You know, everybody talks about, oh, heavyweights are lazy. No, they're 265 pounds, man.
Yeah.
They have the same size heart that the 135-pound guys have.
Yeah.
It's not the size of your fist.
And muscle and all that stuff. And they talk about, you know, that lactic acid buildup and all that stuff.
And I'm
It's
sure
like,
it's much harder to train, and then it's like, well, it's much easier to knock you out, too,
It
so they
is,
probably
yeah.
don't work as much on their cardio, you know, so...
Look at this over here.
what she's
Whoa.
talking about.
Yeah.
Miss Ashley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, Brandon, you're saying you're, like, working on your cardio like a mother. Like, that's what's up.
Yes,
like,
ma'am.
that's huge. That's
Thank you.
huge.
We're already
yeah.
doing sprints. Like, we're already doing
Yeah.
sprints
Wow.
twice a week already.
You look so good, though. Like, people were videotaping this interview, so you got to watch it at rock1053.com.
we have a whole
You're
UFC.
swole.
We have
Thank
a whole
you very
UFC
much.
Yeah.
section
Thank you.
now
Like-
at
Yes.
rock1053.com. And Brandon's a big part of it, man.
Yeah.
So that's huge news. Brandon Vera
Thank you
back in
very
the
much.
octagon. We're excited, dude.
So good.
Got to get my ticket to Milwaukee.
Oh,
You know, Wisconsin is a beautiful state. It's probably my first or second favorite state driving across the U.S.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful place. So if you guys can go,
Dude,
come on, Bud
you
Light.
know it, man. We're going to be there.
105.3 needs to go.
yeah.
We'll do a whole broadcast from there. That'd be rad. I would love that. Yeah, let's do that, man. Not only that, but Brandon is going to be at the pregnant bikini pageant today.
Yeah.
Bikini pageant today.
My boy B. Vera is going to be a judge.
He'll be a great judge.
Dude, wait till you see this thing, Brandon. It is hysterical.
I like pregnant ladies.
Yeah, dude, and I'm telling you, they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
They're gorgeous, and they're all 9 months pregnant. They're all in their third trimester.
Oh, wee.
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
Dude, it's a trip. Like, you'll look at some of these chicks from behind and be like, why are they in a bathing suit? They're not pregnant. And then they turn around and it's like 9
Ta-da.
months. Yeah, belly.
Ball.
Yeah.
Some of them have these little bellies, though. I mean,
It's
like
weird.
petite ones where you're like, you're 6 months along. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
They're
It's gonna be
hot.
fun.
That's so cool.
Brandon's going to be a judge. You can come out and meet him
Yes.
at PB Bar and Grill. We're going to be doing another show as soon as we're done with this
Woo!
one.
I can't wait.
3 to 7, we're going to be out there. Brandon's going to be out there. He's
Wow.
one of the judges.
I'll be there.
Yeah. What kind of criteria are you looking for? Just beauty? Because I mean, we're going to be asking. We have a question and answer segment. We're going to have a whole bunch of stuff going on.
I'll be looking at
Poise. Like, what
poise,
do you think?
Breast
composure.
size.
Yeah. If they
the way,
deliver.
the way they walk in their heels.
Yeah.
Because that's, you ever seen a girl trying to be sexy can't walk in heels?
Yes,
Oh,
that's
Yes.
me.
yeah.
Yes, that's me.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it.
Never mind.
Yes.
This is going to be great, man.
So it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Brandon's first pregnant bikini pageant, and
Wow.
we have a great time with it.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Just
be fun.
another reason to come down.
Absolutely. Meet Brandon Vera, 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock today. You can hear it all. We're going to be streaming it live on Rock 105.3. It's a huge event. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, Brandon, we're finally getting back into the fight game. Real quick, there's fights this weekend, live from Brazil, free on FX. It's the main event, Vitor's back, Vitor Belfort,
Yep.
taking on a guy that I'm not sure a lot of people know. He was a Strikeforce champion, Luke Rockhold, who I think is a good fighter. It's going to be an interesting fight. What do you think?
You know, I've gotten a chance to train with Mr. Belfort and Mr. Rockhold.
Wow, really?
My money's on Rockhold.
Is that right?
Wow.
Yeah, Luke is a beast. I think Vitor's striking is a little bit faster than Luke's, but Luke is not gonna play that game. Like he's been. It's not his first rodeo. He knows that Vitor's hands are fast, and
he's another one of these guys that it seems like you get Vitor out of the first round, it's a whole different ballgame.
yes, sir.
You know?
Exactly. And every time I've ever trained with Luke, he's always tapped me once.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Yep.
Interesting.
I'm not gonna say which moves, but every time we've trained, he's caught me.
Are you calling your shot? You think it's submission?
Submission.
Really?
Rockhold, yeah.
Wow.
Submission.
All right.
That would be crazy.
Against Vitor Belfort.
Because I think a lot of people are thinking, well, Vitor, you know, I mean, he's coming
Out
off.
for sure.
Yeah, he's coming off to win over Michael Bisping, all that stuff. Everybody's talking about him.
Yeah.
But I think people are sleeping on Luke Rockhold. I mean, there's a
on Luke
reason
Rockhold.
why he was a champion over in Strikeforce.
For sure, and he's legit. He's just been waiting on his chance to come here to the UFC and show everybody what's going on. He's going to be a force to reckon with in 205 division.
Wow, interesting. Now another fight that people are talking about is the debut of Jacare. Have you ever trained with Jacare? No.
Yes,
You have?
I have gotten the privilege.
Now this is
well traveled.
You want to talk about a guy that is a submission specialist. Jacare Souza is a nasty black belt.
Nasty black belt. His jiu-jitsu is just something different, you know. And granted, it's all different when you add punches and it's in MMA. But when I rolled with him, he came and did a seminar with us a long time ago, and I got to train with him afterwards. He was gracious enough to let me roll with him. I was literally 4 to 5 moves behind him.
Wow.
While we were rolling. If that doesn't make sense, when he would do a
It's
move,
like chess.
Exactly.
Like
it was
you
exactly
play
like
against
chess.
a chess champion.
Yeah.
They're already thinking 5
Way
moves ahead.
Ooh,
And by the
okay.
time I was defending one or defending the third one, he was already moving on to a whole new series. And it was amazing. I remember I got up just looking doe-eyed, like, oh my god,
Yeah, that just happened.
Yeah.
that really just happened to
Right.
me. What's going on?
Yeah.
He's sick with it on the ground. I'm really excited to see how he does, and I'm excited.
Yeah,
man, for
dude,
him.
he's going to definitely be a game changer in the middleweight division. I'm
He'll
excited
knock people
for
out.
And that's the other thing. He's
He'll
got
knock
hands
people
too.
out, yeah. He'll
Yeah.
swing. He'll swing so hard because he doesn't care if he misses and falls.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
Because he
if
wants to be on the
takes him
ground.
down. Yeah, he doesn't care. He'll swing so hard.
Well, the last time Strikeforce was in San Diego, you were there, and Jacare knocked the guy out clean, like it was a nasty punch. And so he can do both. He's going to be a really fun fighter to watch.
sure.
So, yeah, fights tomorrow night, free on FX if you want to check him out. Brandon, he made the announcement. His fight is on August 31st.
Yes.
31st, man.
Milwaukee, Big Ben Rothwell versus Brandon Vera back in the heavyweight division, dude.
Wow.
That is awesome, man. I cannot wait. Lots of good stuff. Thanks, Brandon, for coming in. We'll
Thank
see
you,
you
guys.
later on this afternoon. That's
This afternoon.
Pregnant Bikini Pageant live from PB Bar and Grill. Yeah. You know it. Hey, we all thought that